Okay, everyone, hello, and this is the video for Monday. As I have to because of the way my work schedule is, this is a pre-recorded thing. Yes, this is a stuffed pig behind me, and why not? I got bear slippers too here. So, anyway, so okay, uh, we're doing things a little differently this week. As I am recording this, the game between Watertown, and Danbury is just about to start, so I'm going to be tuning that in just a moment. Watertown desperately needs a win tonight. All right, let's look at the standings. We're doing this video is for standings and power rankings. Tomorrow I will do a recap um, of tonight's game, a weekend wrap up on Spotify, and we'll also give our 5 stars. Obviously, with the games not completed, I want to see how things turn out tonight before I award 5 stars. So, all right, this is the updated standings here. I hope you can see that. All right, little green number. That's an addition. That is the magic number for Columbus. 2 points. Yep. They get any kind of a win next weekend or any kind of a 2 point a loss of 2 points by Baton Rouge. And yeah, Columbus is officially playoff bound, which, I mean, yeah, it's a foregone conclusion, but it'll be official. So, yeah, there we go. 848 on the win percentage for the River Dragons, winners of 15 in a row now. It's just insane how good they are. All right, let's do this. All right, well, let's figure this out. We'll figure this out in just a moment. So, let us do this just for the moment. We are experiencing technical difficulties. All right, so back on this. I'm keeping the power rankings covered for fake suspense or whatever. Okay, Carolina, they are also doing well. Of course, they're not in first. They're not really challenging the River Dragons right now for first, but they've got themselves a good season. 72 points. That's nothing to sneeze at. So, you know, they're on their way. Port Huron, they ended up with 4 points on the weekend out of possible 6. So, they keep going on, but they're still a bit of an enigma because, sometimes they'll be playing great offensively and then they just kind of dry up. We'll talk about that more in power rankings. Mississippi, they're holding down the 4th spot. As of right now, there is a gap of 20 points between Mississippi and Blue Ridge. If Blue Ridge is going to make a move, they need to do it now. Getting Nikita Ivashkin in the trade today, Sunday, that helps. But yeah, they need to get themselves going, and time is running out, so it's time to make a move now. Baton Rouge, what can you say? I mean, things are rough right now. Again, we'll get more into that in power rankings in just a bit. All right, in the Empire Division, Binghamton, there they are. Yeah, there is a green number there too. It is 16 points. It is hypothetical that by the time that next weekend is wrapped up, Binghamton could have clinched a playoff spot, but they basically have to win all their games, and Watertown needs to lose all theirs for that to happen. Now, there's 2 head-to-head matches, so there you go. Watertown, things are just not really looking good right now, and there's a couple of suspensions pending. We'll talk about that tomorrow a little bit. We'll touch on it just a little bit. But anyway, Motor City, they are doing well. Binghamton, there's a 15-point gap, so the gap is closed. However, Binghamton does have 2 games on hand on Motor City. So, they look pretty well secured in that number 2 spot. Danbury, they've been struggling a bit as of late. Saturday night's win was rather convincing, but we don't see that consistently. Danbury 18, 15, and 4, 52 points. Now only 9 points ahead of the surging Elmira River Sharks. Yep, I actually said that. The surging Elmira River Sharks. They've won 6 of their last 8. So the River Sharks are not a joke anymore. 15, 23, and 0 for 43 points. And Watertown 5 points behind. As I said, as I'm recording this, the game is just now getting underway. As a matter of fact, my message just flashed on my phone. The game is starting right now. Watertown needs a win to narrow that gap. If they could get to within 2 points, that would be great. So we'll see what happens. All right. So there we go. That is the standings. Now we will move this up a little bit. We'll give you some better lighting, and we'll remove Spock here. All right. So there is our power rankings. You don't need to see my face, as long as you can hear me. All right. Going from number 11 down to 1. Number 11, it's Baton Rouge. They've not lost 10 straight. You look at their personnel, their roster. It's not for a lack of trying. It's not for a lack of effort. These guys are putting 100% their heart and soul into it, but they need some top talent if they're going to make any noise at all this year. So things not looking good right now. Watertown, number 10, I have them. Now, again, that is we're not factoring in Sunday night's game because, again, as I'm recording it, it's happening. So I don't know how things are going to fare there, but Watertown's problems, they're 3, 5, and 2 in their last 10. Their problem is it just seems like they go through emotional lapses. Something goes wrong and they go nuts, and then it's all, we forget that we're playing a hockey game. It's not looking good. Something's got to change with the play because the players are there. The talent is there. It's just, they're getting in the way of themselves right now. Number 9, the Blue Ridge Bobcats, they drop 1 week, down 1 spot from last week, excuse me. Picking up Ivashkin again, that's a big move. They need more offense. Defensively, they're playing pretty well. Coach Semlicka has a good structure in place that obviously the players have bought into. They don't get blown out. They don't give up a ton of goals. It's just they're not scoring enough to keep up. So we'll see what happens, especially if Josh Newberg and Nikita Ivashkin get reunited on one line. They played together 2 years ago on the same line, and the results were really good. Number 8, down 1 spot, Mississippi. The concern that I have with Mississippi is obviously their strength all year long has been their offense. Kind of like the 1980s Edmonton Oilers, we score more goals than we give up. But now it's kind of a give and take. It's good that they're playing a more defensively responsible system, but now they're not scoring. At least not enough. So they're kind of caught in a quagmire at this time. You need to figure out how to become more defensively responsible without losing that offensive push. So that's something that Mississippi has to work out. pretty quick. But at least they are playing better fundamental hockey. Number 7, up 2 spots, the Elmira River Sharks. They are one of the hottest teams. Of course, the hottest is Columbus, but next to that, I'd say Elmira's been the hottest lately. They've won 6 of 8. They're playing much, much better. Um, they've got a lot of offense. It's just gelling right now. You've got Kyle Powell chipping in from the back end. You've got Darius Davidson. You've got Gaeta. Um, you know, things are looking a lot more promising now than they did even just 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I had them at number 10. Now they're not up to number 7. So things looking a lot better in Elmira. Number 6 is Danbury Hat Tricks. They're becoming a bit enigmatic themselves. There's a lot of inconsistency. Some nights, like Saturday night, they look fantastic. Other nights, they just kind of look a little bit lost. Not playing poorly. They're playing, a good sound game, but it just seems like some days they just can't gel, and they don't have everybody on the same page, and so you end up falling short. So it's a very hard team to figure out. This is another team. The talent is there. The coaching is solid. The players are solid. Of course, you've got Johnny Ruiz. So I feel like this team should be better than what they are. And that's why I have them at number 6, down 1 place. Up 1 place at number 5, the Port Huron Prowlers. Yep, now we're in this column over here. Um, they're a little bit of a puzzle at times. I feel like, again, this is another team. You look at the names on paper, you look at the team they have, and it's like, wow, these guys should be lighting it up. And you see it in bursts, but then they kind of dry up, and I think more consistent play, night in, night out, is possible and attainable, and we just haven't really seen it yet. We got a glimpse of it. They won 8 of 10 at one point. They've cooled off a little bit, so let's see what happens. Number 4, Motor City. That's where I had them last week. They're healthy now. They got Vanderweel back. They've got TJ Sneath back. Babin seems to be finding his groove and his rhythm. That it looked like he kind of lost for a little bit, but it looks like he's back. Motor City's ready to try and make a run. Again, this is a team that started off the year undefeated through, in regular time, through the first 12 games, so they're capable. Number 3, Carolina. Again, what I said about them last week, I'm going to say again. They're playing kind of unimpressive but sound hockey. It's not flashy, it's not spectacular, but it's good enough to win. So that's where we're at. Obviously, with the acquisition of Greg Hussey, they're looking to make a little bit of a splash. So we'll see what happens. Number 2, the Binghamton Black Bears only played the one game this last week, which was a 10-2 win over Elmira. They're going to be back at full strength this next week. They've had a couple players out of the lineup due to injury. Everybody's going to be back. So, here they go. I think they're ready to make a serious push towards the playoffs, go into the playoffs playing strong. And number 1, speaking of teams playing strong, 15 straight. Columbus, you can't ignore that. I mean, I know their schedule isn't the best. I know it's not the most challenging schedule, but when you watch them, I mean, they're just dominating. It's a shot on goal machine in Columbus. So very tough to see who could unseat them at this point. But anyway, there you go. So there's power rankings and standings again tomorrow. Well, today on Spotify, we'll be doing the game recap and a lot more. So hope you all have a great night, or a great day, a great week. We'll catch up with you soon. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and follow me on Spotify, on Facebook, and here on YouTube.